Hello. Welcome to our YouTube channel. I am Mr. OLUWASOGO Daniel.
I am Mrs OLUWASOGO Daniel.
And together we are the
Faithful Daniels.
Yeah. Today we will do a video on how we met, and I hope you follow us through the journey. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and place a comment. Also, share this video. So, how did we meet? Do you remember?
Yes. Well, I should have loved you to answer this how we met.
Well, we met at Nigeria. We met in Nigeria. I was patronizing her to get perfume oil. This is why you do business. I was going to buy perfume oil. Then I was referred to her. And we met at Ikorodu, exactly under the tree, in Nigeria. And that was the first time I saw her. I was patronizing her business to get the perfume oil.
Yes. I could remember a friend of mine chatted me up that, oh, there's someone that wants to get perfume from me. Then he also chat me up and was like, okay, I need to get perfume and all that. I got his order and we were supposed to meet at a place in Ikorodu, Itamaga area. So in the morning I was going to work, already dressed for the office for the day. And you know, as a business lady, I have to also do my business. So I was using one stone to kill two birds. So I came to drop perfume for him. So that was the first time I met him.
Yeah. So, what was your first impression about me when you met me?
Well, I just came to do business actually, but I knew that he was a lively person. Like, he was just there. There was nothing like for me. Maybe I just see a girl. The funniest part was even pricing perfume from me. I was like, they are mad words, but it was in the morning, and you know, I have to order business to go through. Then he got 50 ml perfume with some other bottles, though he requested for a discount and all that. That was how I met him.
Yeah.
And the pressure was just like, oh, okay. He's just there. He's just there actually.
Business guy. Okay.
What was your impression about me when we met?
Okay, for me, my impression was that, oh, this lady's store, okay, nice business strategy. The fact that she was into business. Then I think on her WhatsApp status, every day she posts something about her business every time. So I was like, okay, business lady, and tall. I was like, okay. And that was just it. And she was also very neat when I saw her, very neat. Okay. For me, we've been friends since Nigeria, and we always would speak on calls. I was following up because after buying the perfume, she was a nice person to speak to, so I was following up as a friend. We would always chat. It was just a general friend at that point. We would discuss, we would pray together, we would also a kind of mentor for IELTS. She was going to write IELTS exam and also processing living in the country, so I was giving guidance. Sometimes we'd speak, pray, discuss, just gist in general. So we were building friendship since Nigeria, and that's how we started our friendship phase.
Yeah, after the perfume, as I said, we talk. That is not like often. You could remember it's not often. We talk when we could, then we go off and on, stuff like that. But when I was about to write my IELT, I just remember that, oh, I have a friend that is Daniel that traveled, and which he also mentioned that he wrote IELT. So I reached him for him to put me through, and because I was looking for a very good center for it, then he did. He was like, oh, the center he did online, something like that. Yeah. So, but he put me through. I was having a difficulty in one aspect that has to be either written or reading. I can't really recall. So he actually teach me, put me through, and I came out very well in it. So then we talk, we pray together. Not often, but once in a while.
Yeah. Once in a while.
Yeah.
Then that's how we built friendship, and we started communicating more frequently, especially close to the time she started coming to the UK. We started talking more frequently, and I was beginning to be a part of her journey from there. So the friendship moved from being a general one to being a close one after the exam success and the journey to the UK success.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, all the process, and you can remember coming down to the UK. Yeah. Can you talk about that? Then you have to come down to.
Then the day she was like, okay, she's coming to the UK now. After I was sure we've gotten the visa, we've booked the flight. I was part of the whole journey, so I knew that. Yeah. So the day of her coming to the UK, I was like, okay, this is somebody I've been mentoring. So I needed to be present physically to see my mentee at the airport. So I ensured I went to London to Heathrow Airport. And I waited. I waited till she landed. I waited hours till she landed because I came very early prior to her landing, and so I waited till she landed, and I welcomed her into the country, escorted her to her home, and I went into the country, and that's when our friendship moved from that to another phase of a close friendship.
Yeah, he was really there for me when I came into this country because my school was at Wales, and getting accommodation everywhere was filled. I needed a place, I needed a lot of things, someone to put me through. Just coming to a country where I don't have, I have families, but they're far away from where I was, but it kept putting me through every aspect of it. Okay, these are the people you call, these are the stuff you could do. Okay, this is how you navigate the road. A lot of things like that, which make it very easy, and we started building our friendships in this way, right?
I was putting her through until I put her into my house. Well, after building friendship with her, friendship was important for me, and I felt, number one, friendship was intact, and that's a key thing for me in marriage. Secondly, she has a good spiritual life, somebody we can discuss spiritual things together, have spiritual activities, and we enjoyed it together. Thirdly, someone is very caring. So she has very, very caring. Oh, your hands. She's very, very, very caring. So, and she's been like that since Nigeria, so it's not formed. And those also, fourthly, will be someone who's motherly in nature. That's also caring in a way. And I prayed about it, and I felt, okay, this is something I want to take to the next stage of my life, because I was so sure about this. I felt convinced in every way, and that was it for me. So
the thing is that he's someone that my husband is someone that fear God. That was what I look at first. He knows what he wants, and he goes for what he wants. He fear God. He knows God. I did not want something that, I'm just going to be married, and not someone that if I'm going astray will be like, this is not it, you should do it this way. And also, he's very intelligent. I needed someone very intelligent in my life. Seriously, I'm intelligent, so being with someone that is not intelligent, it's not going to add up at all. Seriously. So he is. So looking at those things, and he's very hardworking, and seeing his life in the UK, he was like he motivates me in a lot of ways. Yes, he really inspired me, and I knew that this journey in UK is going to be all right. And so looking at those things are the things that really draw me to him, that no, he is the one,
and you are the one.
Well, I moved from my first house to a new apartment, and one particular Sunday, he came around. He called me that he wants us to go out and stuff like that. I was like, okay, no problem. I love going out once in a while. So I dressed up, he came around. Then we went out to Nando, right? Went to Nando. Yeah, I really love that history. I won't lie to you. So ordered food, and we enjoyed the meal. And in that process, I wasn't expecting it because I felt he was just building the friendship and to be more close and all. But he started about explaining how he feels and all. And one thing about him is that he just speaks his mind. He spoke his mind a lot, and he was just been playing like, oh, this, that, I think I like you, I want us to start a relationship. I was just laughing like, is this guy serious? But as it goes, like, it's not just for us to start dating. His words was assuring that, oh, this is a person I want to end stuff with. And it was a talk about marriage. How should someone manage something about marriage this way, that, this. So we talked about it, and actually he asked me out. And I told him that he should go and pray about it. Though he said he has prayed about it and all and stuff like that, I still asked him to pray about it. But one thing I did not forget, or I won't forget, was after that date, which was a Sunday, on Monday, we actually had a very strong misunderstanding. What do you say about it?
Yeah, that's it. So firstly, I would say I allowed her to eat and be fed, and we were fed. So after that, and then I started speaking about my intention for her, and I remember I said something about promising you to be mentors to the Lord. I talked about how that together we're going to fulfill spiritual visions in terms of mentoring homes and all. Also, it was a beautiful moment for me. So and she started laughing. That was the part that I was like, she laughed at first. I mean, I was not serious. But at some point, she just said, okay, let's pray. We can pray about it. Then the fight happened. Not that day, the next day.
Yeah.
So,
the fight happened. Very cool.
It's like,
we just had the misunderstanding,
yeah,
right? A serious one that I think you thought it won't even work again.
Yeah, that
it won't work again and stuff like that. But yeah, we are. We're just able to manage ourselves,
yeah, we're
right?
able to manage ourselves.
Yeah, and it works.
Okay, our challenge. We had series anyways, but there was this particular one that caused a lot of gap that we reduced communication, and we're not reaching out to each other for a while, and it was as though it has ended. Relationship. So we had that one, and it was just based on the fact that we did not want to both of us speak about the situation. We wanted to address it individually. So that's a big thing when you do not communicate with a partner and you feel like you want to block this person from reaching you because you're upset about this situation at the moment. That was our situation then, and it wasn't good. It wasn't really, really good. What do you remember about it?
Yeah, that is true. We had a misunderstanding, and which leads to breakdown in communication. Actually, I can't really figure out what really happened, but I don't think it's something. Okay, due to UK nature, everyone is busy and all sorts like that. So I can't really figure out. But we lost that communication. When you try to reach this one, use one thing to give excuse and not to receive calls and all. So it really gave the gap. Instead of us sitting and having discussion, nothing like that. So it was it was a big one, and it led to like, oh, this cannot continue. This is not what we want, because we both have plans of what we want for the future. Not these, no, that. We're seeing faults in both of our lives, like, oh, you did that, but we never sit down and hear ourselves out. But as God planned, we decide to sit one particular day and we talk. That talk alone helps a lot. That talk is the reason why we are here married today, because I even stated down my diary that no, this relationship has ended and all that. And even from his own mind too, he was already moving up with his life that, oh, this has ended and stuff like that. But due to we sat down and see what is happening, and that helped us to be healed. That's the biggest challenge, because we wouldn't have been here sitting like this today. That would have ended. But communication was a big one. Like, we sat down and talk, even though they talk might lead to this, everybody pour out their heart, how they feel, and at the end we didn't even see a big reason why something like that was happening. We didn't see, because we won't have been able to explain to anyone that this is what we feel, right?
I think that's why they call it misunderstanding, where your understanding and another person's understanding is not aligning, it's just missing each other.
That is true.
When they found out about our relationship, particularly my parents, firstly they were not open to it, and they had their reasons, they had their reservations, but they felt like I was not yet in a state where I should be in a serious relationship, or is this going to be leading to marriage, or is it just going to be a casual one? So I felt I had to convince them to make them see that I was serious, and I think from there they bought the vision. Also had to carry them along in the prayer aspect and the discussion aspect. So because they prayed with me about it, they joined me in planning everything. So they felt, okay, this is real. In fact, they were the one who they are even the cause of our reasons why we are married now. So it's not even our idea. It's like, although we also wanted it, but they supported, even though they did not originally buy into the vision, but they are the biggest supporter of this relationship.
Yes. Babe, I could remember when you told me like, oh, my mom did not agree with this, at first when your mom refused. I wasn't bothered, worried. I didn't even give you a reply, but I could remember that I just said something. I said, God, if it's your will, let your will be done. Because that point, I was even confused. I don't know if we were really taking this thing if it was real, because how the stuff happened. How the stuff happened, and just coming to the UK, my studies and everything. So I don't know, but all I know is that God, I handle it to you. I just want to take care of it. And when you mentioned about your mom I just literally just pray, God, I handle it to you, and that was just that part. Then we wanted his own parents to agree, like talk before I inform my parents about it. About, okay, this is someone I'm seeing and all. Then not a long period, your mother kept disturbing you that, oh, I want to speak with the girl, I want to speak with the girl, stuff like that. I was even the one that was not doing small shakara that when I'm ready, now, when I'm ready, hey. So we later speaks, and they were like, okay, have you tell your parent and all? Well, from my own end, I informed my mom first. I just informed her in one kind of way like that. So later on, I was feeling that, okay, it's going to be quite difficult for my dad to inform him and all that. So I kept telling him I want to tell him something. I kept postponing it. But I just get to one day, was like, because he do commission, it was like, Shion, what did you want to tell me? Talk. And I was like, He said, I already know. Who is the guy? Send his name. He said, she send his name, his full name, and his picture. Let him see. I said, okay, I sent it, and I sent the picture. He said, he's the one. He's the one? How? What? So I was not the one that was persuading him, go and pray, because he's a prayer person too, and I'm a prayer woman. I said, go and pray about it. Daddy, pray about it. He said, sure, he's the one. I'm the one telling you. This is the man. Wow. So I was relaxed, and he said, okay, I'm still going to pray about it, but just know that he's the one. And things just clicked from there. The mom, in fact, even during the planning, one thing that surprised me most was the engagement period, the introduction rider. They just make the plan, they've set the date for everything. The date that we did our wedding was set by then. That we set it ourselves, was set, and it was just when we align with it. You just everything just how it was.
Okay, I would say just leave it to God. Firstly, ensure that God is part of the journey, because it's very important. Because there are a lot of people that are involved in marriage, and I think that's very important. It's not just the two of you. There's a family aspect, there's a friends aspect, there's even financial aspect, there's career aspect involved. So if God is not involved, one of it might not align. For instance, you might think you're ready, and maybe a situation at job would affect your plan, or your family member not even accepting. So if it's not God leading you, if you've not really put it in God's direction or in God's hand, I really say that's the first thing you want to pay attention to. Put it on God's hand. Let God be the events planner of everything, because if God is doing the event planning, everything will align. Job wise, financial wise, helpers, everything will align. Even your family will align. That's one big advice from my hand. What would you say?
Yes, just as you said, God first. Put God first in anything, even in your relationship. Because even planning wedding, things will come up. Times that you might even disagree with yourselves and a lot like that. But if God is there, no matter what, people will just like, how are you people doing it? How is it working? But one thing I know that our wedding is going to work, or this wedding thing is just in God's hands, because we put it to God.
Yeah.
In every aspect, we just say, God, let your will be done.
Yeah.
The relationship, the marriage was built in God's foundation. And when it is, everything will work out. And communication is also the key. Communicate with your partner. No matter what people will say, communicate. And if you see that, you're the kind of person you can't really communicate, if it has to reach for you to speak with a very trust person, you might not be even be saying directly like, oh, this is what is happening. This is just someone. Sometimes you need someone to talk to. It could be your mentor, person you trust. Just pour out your heart and you will be healed. Don't make decisions when you are angry. If you are angry and you make decision, it will never yield a good result.
That's very true. That's very, very true. Yeah, communicate. Put it in God's hand. Communicate, and do not make decisions when you are hungry. Yeah. Thank you for watching.
Thank you for watching. Yeah.
Feel free to comment, ask us questions that you think we did not address.
Yeah.
If you feel like you want us to talk about any topic, put in comment section and we'll watch it. Also, share with your friends. We are the faithful Daniels.
Bye.